Did that not pop up? I've seen queued events once or twice before and I never really realised what they were. So you gain loyalty and money, or I just gain national tax for 2 years. I think I'm going to take the national tax for 2 years. Seeing as I'm trying to save up 100 political influence and, what was it, 400 treasury. Although we're about to build a bunch of roads, so that may need to pause for a moment. Where is this road actually going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Civic advance. And what did we just get? We just got a massive discipline buff. Oh, migration speed. And build cost. And road cost. And urban... Yeah, okay, I was going to go down here. I remember now. Yeah, we're definitely doing this. 6 new tribesmen. Migration speed throughout my empire increases by 20%. And as long as I keep my migration happiness up, which I think is a factor of civilization level, then you get people migrating from like other countries to you. And tribesman output goes up. Tolerating foreign tribesmen on our land can make some uneasy, but the institution of a tithe on the land they occupy is likely to calm those voices and earn us a pretty penny in the meantime. Do it. Then we can get moral education, which gives us the build cost, architecture, which gives us the roads cost, and then either urban planning or rural planning. And we've lost one of our party leaders. That is the Blues. So it was actually the faction leader who died. Interesting. Next month. Next month we finally integrate this bit. Hail. It's about time. Boom. So, Sentho gains popularity. He's good. Not so much. Definitely not. You know what? I think we're going to welcome Vibius Pomponius Regilius. And then nobody else. And then this army is going to go into road building stance. It's going to build here, 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 and here. So suddenly Canusium is becoming a major hub as well. You can stop building because you've actually connected those. Oh! We were going to build Polar. That's what we were going to do. It's not hugely important. Sir Squire! Fitness raid! Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? There are events the game thinks aren't important enough to flash up and pause the game, so the game just makes a choice for you. Generally, they're minor boons, banes. But yeah, some can give you hundreds of gold if you make the manual choice. Good to know. Alright, so this is the Legion, which I do want to have in the central position, which I think we're going to say is here. And then train. I think I need to start thinking about what to do about these two. Take over the rest of the Alpine Mountains so I can start setting up a proper fortification system up there in the north. Although, first of all, Rome. Rome is going to become a metropolis, and then we'll worry about that. Rome could also build more buildings. No, stop being distracted. Stop it. Do Spain and Africa have interesting trade goods? I don't think that Spain does. I mean, it has some precious metals. A lot of the gold and the silver in this era came from Spain. Especially up here. Precious metal, precious metal, precious metal, precious metal. All of that is precious metals. So yeah, Spain is basically where all the gold and the silver comes from. I don't think anything else. Fair number of furs. And then Africa... horses, and elephants. One of the only sources of elephants is Africa. And if we go over here, there should be another resource, which is also quite rare. It's right there. Camels. So I guess Arabia has them too. Oh, and over there. Okay, there are a few places that do camels. That's one of the one actually of the rarest goods. This amber. The only place to find it is this. Oh no, there's one or two other locations, but like outside of Northern Europe, there's none. And then over here, silk. There are very, very few places that produce silk, although actually, interestingly, some of the islands here do. That must be from an event. One thing I really do wish that this game had was there is a value for all the goods, and it is listed in the import-export page here. It feels like it would be a relatively simple thing to create an algorithm which changes the price depending on supply and demand. So for goods which there are a lot of, for example grain, the price probably goes down because there's a lot of available grain. And then for things for amber which immediately get snapped up, price should rise. Should be an event thing that works like U4. Yeah, that's what I suspect. Wasn't there a lot of gold coming from East Africa through Nubia? Possibly. Yes. I mean, there are gold deposits here, there, and everywhere. But Spain is really the highest concentration of it. There's a fair amount over here in Persia. India's got some. But no, I'd definitely say Spain is the main gold producer. Which is, again, one of the other reasons why, like, Hispania really needs to start getting some flavour. Yeah, Carthage goes over there, but, like, I guess Cibuzatia is starting to take off. Oskia, Avernia. I quite like that these three are starting to rise. Menapia over here is starting to. Not seeing any migratory tribes moving. And one of the other interesting things is Marius. That's the only place where that religion appears. I thought there was one that was smaller than that. Maybe it's a culture. Different culture, different religion. Like, that's going to be a lot of competition from anyone who any of these, basically. Ireland and Scotland are uncolonised. But Norway isn't. Speed 5. Except for the fact that you want to start drilling. And then the Herculean Path. Grumentum has seen a huge influx of visitors lately. Yes, that's a lose stability, gain strength. Gain stability, lose a bucket load of cash. I think I'd rather lose a little stability for the rest. We could stab a pig for cheap again. Oh no, it's not actually that cheap. Never mind. Because it's still rising. It's still above 40. That's better than it has been at times. Decius Claudius has finally died, so we've lost our Praefectus Militaris. So, decision time. So Praefectus Militaris, I think, is one of the most important positions, because he is responsible for our tax income, although I am now seeing that commerce is actually worth way more. Of course it is. Mordred doing a game where commerce isn't the most valuable? Come on. Oh, trading permits would have been capital import routes. I thought we were on that. Apparently we're not. So one thing I would like to know is, am I making more money from imports or exports? Export value is certainly higher, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm making more money from those exports. So Latium, Dodecapolis and Tarentum are the ones making the most. Now, can I get a breakdown here? That's tax. That's commerce. Resources too definitely make more, so it's the exports by a lot. And I'm guessing that's the case everywhere because we do have a fairly high population. So exports make more money, so let's just go and check this. Currently export value is increased by 20%. Yeah, I think that's right. So taxes are worth money, not as much as commerce. Where's my legion? One of the things I'm considering is whether I want to drop the level 11 guy and make him my Praefectus Militaris. He is only 36. Ah, but he's brave. No, he's a frontline fighter. He's definitely a frontline fighter. Okay, so that is fine. We will promote Tertius Fabricus to the position. He is a level 9, so he's pretty good. He will need to gain his statesmanship over time. And we have another trade route slot. Keep on checking for wood supplies. There are still no wood supplies. Then we will check for horses. I don't really care about horses. We'll check for earthenware. We'll check for base metals. Light infantry offense. Actually, yeah, base metals would be good. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it now. It's also interesting that Carthage has been completely kicked out of Sicily. Another omen. I think I'm going to go for the trade income. Thank you. Plotting on Massilia. So we lose 62 ducats. And the dude overthrows the government, or we say no. Nah. So yeah, civilization value does decrease, barbarian growth. Migration attraction is indeed a factor of civilization, so the higher your civilization, the more migration you'll get. And because we're keeping our civilization very high everywhere, we should be getting a lot of people coming in to move into us. Also, we have 1,000,000 forts down here, which we really don't need. In fact, I think the only fort that we actually need here is the one in the provincial capital. Maybe one here to protect the passes north, but I don't think that's a huge issue. Certainly these two are not needed. And that should save us some more money. There are probably still places where we have too many forts. Let's go into this tab and we'll just do a check on a province by province basis 6 out of 6, 6 out of 6, 6, 6, 3, 3, 8, that's Rome. 6, 3, 3, 6, 3, 6, 0, 3, 6, 0, 3, 6. So there are 2 places with 0, which we, at least in the province capital, would want a fort. But I think for the moment I'm not going to bother. Because I'm still hoping that we can expand more into northern Italy and through the Alps, and then we can establish Alpine forts to really protect the borders. Age finds us all in the end. Even the priests and the surgeons shake their heads. Oh dear, we've got dementia. Are we ready to... I mean, actually, yes, almost. Need one more point in Marcia. Which we just got. Influence action, start integration. Okay. Unpopular consul. Never want to challenge the status quo or even do anything remotely considered interesting. Hostess Claudius Caecus has been made into consul. So the poor get pissed. We lose a bunch of money, which I don't want to spend. Or we gain tyranny and gain political influence. We actually have tyranny. I don't think I want to gain the tyranny. I think we'll just suck up the poor happiness for 2 years. You're not very good, are you? Alright, who do you want me to declare war on? You want a war with Egypt? Pass. You want a war with Carthage? Wow, you guys... I disapprove of your small-time ambitions here, people. Come on. And used to want to integrate Lepontic. In fact, talking of integrations, we want to make sure that we are establishing colonies everywhere. So we're now down to the Soluvians. Really wish you could just spam these rather than having the cooldown for 2 years, because it doesn't tell you when the cooldown's gone. Oh, we have scorned people, which are the blues again. So we need a governor. Which is definitely going to be Carcuna Alfie. He's just so much better than any of the others, although his population growth is low. Your abilities are just good enough to counterbalance that. Then we need a Praetor, so this has to be a blue. Unfortunately, the best blue is level 4. Alright, who is not scorned? Yellow. Yellow's the only one that we could overthrow. What about getting rid of one of the yellow generals in exchange for a blue? Let's take a look at the blues to see if they have anyone that can be given an office. You have zeal. Oh. I was like, level 12? Military and a level 10 civics? How are you not an... Oh, you're a woman. Damn. Equal rights. See the kind of potential that we could have if we had equal rights. And the Praetor is responsible for aggressive expansion. It's not the most important because that just passively ticks down. So we'll go Junius Bobolcus. And even like a low level skill, it still increases the aggressive expansion pretty significantly. Damn the patriarchy. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. We could also change your income to something else, like commerce. Encourage trade would be even better. Social mobility could be good. So one thing that I do kind of wish it showed, and I don't know if it's possible to track, is to see what the ratios are supposed to be versus what they are. Like, I don't know what effect social mobility would have. Lots of migration coming in. Even though this place is overpopulated. We're going to encourage trade. Double down on that. This should make us quite a lot more money. Nope, made us 0.01. In the midst of the fallow season, Gaius Claudius Codex, one of the most esteemed governors, held a vast and lavish party in his summer palace in Scaramangus. So this guy is pretty loyal. So I'm going to have you pay for it. And we can almost get Nuceria. There it is. That's going to be you. Start integration. I don't know if there's any rules about integrating everything at once in Imperator. Like, my diplomatic reputation is 0. $400 ducats. Here we go. Rome. What are we missing? No! 2 points of this. Can we get it next month? Yes, we can. Found Metropolis. Upgrading a city to a metropolis will not destroy any of its buildings. After a period of reduced output, a metropolis will be constructed. Yes. And metropolis, I think, massively increases the population capacity over and beyond that of a city. Then once this is finished, we can start doing the embellish Roma. You should still be destroying pirates. Ooh, you're actually going for it this time. Okay. They've got a Hexer, which is a bigger boat than we have. And that was a real trouncing. See, I knew it was possible. And we gained a bunch of ships. Sweet. Feast for Marcus. The residents of Capo are holding a celebration in honour of their much-loved governor, Marcus Fabius Corvinus, renowned for his benevolence, tolerance and common sense. It's nice to see our approved candidates validated in such a way. Yeah, absolutely. Marcus is awesome. I mean, he's not actually awesome, but he hasn't risen up against us, so that's a thing. You can see that in the view pop screen bottom. Oh, here! Aha! So no tribesmen, we are below the number of slaves. We are above the number of freemen. We are below the number of citizens and above the number of nobles. I see. And this is on a per region basis, which does make sense. Okay, that's good to know, thank you. Capital? What's that symbol mean? I'm guessing it means big fortress. Seeing as the fort here is a level 3. What's my defensiveness? Population output minus 100% for 2 more years. Ouch! That's why my income's completely tanked. Yeah, thank you. Keep on forgetting that's a thing. Because I've just had so little reason to do any character interactions because the characters keep on changing, it's kind of difficult to keep track of who's scheming and who's not, because the characters I care about keep on switching. So Caicus can do it. His popularity, though, is too low. I don't think that he can do the influence thing, because while you have the influence active, he loses popularity, which makes it much harder for him to rule the realm. Makes everyone disloyal. It seems Marcus Fabius Corvinus has got his hands on a lot of wealth and started investing a great deal of silver into building a reputation for himself. Though it's unclear exactly where he found these riches, his efforts are surprisingly effective. Whew, yeah, he's wealthy. With his increased popularity, Marcus has started vying for a more powerful position in Rome, so shamelessly comparing himself to our consul. So the party that was held in your honour wasn't really held in your honour? I'm shocked. I'm sure this will all blow over. Or time to share with the rest of us, Marcus. Oh, and this increases our own... No, that increases his popularity. And probably reduces mine? No. He gains corruption. Wait, Corvinus gained 300 ducats. So even though he's sharing a lot of that cash, still goes to him. Oh, I see. He's gaining corruption and also gaining money. I see what's happening here. Well, I don't think that I can afford him to lose loyalty and popularity. Although that makes him lose more loyalty. He's actually a nobody. Yeah, he's part of the Popularis. He's a governor. But that's not a governor of a legion. Time to share, Marcus! Sponsor game. So the duration will lose 5 ducats and gain 0.5 popularity. And chosen territory will gain happiness. Nah, I think he's alright as is. You know what? The army that's down here, you probably could also do with some drilling at this point. Especially as you've got literally no experience, unlike these guys who have rather a lot more. Right, you are on Destroy Pirate. Why are you not destroying them? Hello. We still lost a ship. That's unfortunate.